Live?
We are live.
Hi, guys.
Hi, everyone. We made it.
Hi.
Look at the cute puppy in the back of his face. It's
Our
so
little
cute.
Spock.
Is that gray
That's
around
Spock.
his Spock? Is that gray around his face?
He's almost 15.
I have some senior citizens too. I have a senior citizen that she can't hear. She's going deaf. So it sounds like I'm yelling at my dogs. I'm just trying to get the attention of the senior citizen.
I know. And if I get too loud, he's going to start singing. So we got to...
Oh.
I can't see anybody. Is anybody on?
Serenaded. Okay, so go on your phone and go into like my thingamajigger.
Yep, I gotcha.
And then turn your sound down, and then we should be able to.
Yes, ma'am. I'm getting there. How many
Hello,
people?
Hello, everyone. Hang on a second. Let me get into my. Ooh, we're almost up to 200 people.
Hi, guys.
We are popular.
Yay, lots of questions.
Hi, guys. Hello. Do we have any moderators? I think I saw Cappy's mom, which is that dear soul, shows up and helps us out all the time. Hey, Sheila. I like your name, Sheila.
Annie Nina's in the house.
And Nina's in the house. Look at this. Welcome. Yay.
No, Annie Nina's in the house.
Oh.
Right? You got a Sheila.
Yes. Oh, I have a Nora. Is that close enough? Yeah. Hi, everyone.
Hi, guys. Now I can see everybody.
You can see everybody. You can see the things. Okay, cool. They go pretty fast. I have a hard time. Are there any other moderators in here that would like to help out Cappy's mom? Ooh, I have Noelle. Noelle's in here too. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, Noelle.
Hey, let's see. I'm trying to see if there's any more. So I have I have 9 questions already. So whenever we're ready to do that.
Perfect.
Oh, okay.
I
cool.
had 2 questions come through email, so I have those to the side there as well.
Okay. All right. I think we got our moderators. I think we have everybody in, and Nina is looking absolutely stunning.
And Sheila is looking absolutely stunning as well.
I did it anyway. I don't know what happened with me.
You love me.
Yes. All right, guys. We're so thankful you're here. If you guys didn't show up, we would not be able to. We would just be talking to each other, which is not all that bad.
Not a bad thing. We do that a lot anyway.
We do.
But I love getting the back and forth because I don't get this very much. You know, when you're doing, and every time we do a live, I have the worst headache for hours after because there's just so much energy. Wow, it's like mind blowing. It really is.
Maybe it's like going up into altitude. You need to drink lots of water before you come on.
Yeah, it is. Well,
hydrate yourself.
It really does.
How deep is the snow? We got 3 inches where I live of snow. We did.
I have my fan on. It's really warm here today. We're kind of fluxing from cold to warm. But the leaves are turning fall, like just unbelievably
crazy.
And God bless to all those poor people out there suffering with the fires.
Oh.
You got California. You've got oh my God. So let's just ask the universe in her wisdom to please change the energy, change the vibration. Let's put some water out. Well, no, not flooding because that's coming too, guys. So... let's just have some positive intentions for the universe to kind of give us a break.
Yeah. Exactly. Let's receive peace. Let's receive, what else can let's receive beautiful clean air. Let's receive, you know what I mean? Just kind of.
Let's see the silver lining and everything that we're dealing with.
Yes, definitely.
And special shout out for Marie. We're thinking about you. We're here. We're supporting you.
Love you.
Love you too.
Love you, Marie. She is going through a little rough times.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. So I have the first question, which is actually climate change. Somebody wants
Okay.
to know about climate change, being that there is weird stuff going on. There was, everybody's starting to notice that shift in something
Yeah.
weird in the climate change. So let's go ahead and read on that. See what we
Okay.
got.
Okay.
Everybody can hear everything fine? Everybody? I haven't heard anybody say anything.
Just in case, climate change is real.
Yeah. This is true.
Just in case, if anybody's wondering.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have to read on yes or no. It is yes. Let's read and see what's going on with it.
It's shocking to see the ice that's melting and all the probabilities that can come from that, all the diseases or all the things that could be in the ice that could be put out into the waterways. Like, what are we doing?
I never thought of it that way, but you're right.
Yeah. And I mean, I watched a documentary in which they said that the waterway is going to open around the Arctic so that they can allow even larger boats be able to come through. And, that's why Canada and everybody's all involved. There's a reason, because it's a financial thing, because they say once it keeps melting, it'll open up waterways, which will make quicker and easier time. You save gas and all those kind of things. So that's all coming down the pike.
Wow.
So even during the worst of times, there's going to be all these benefits that will come out as well. Because I always feel like it's a doom and gloom. It really isn't. There's always like alternatives that will come.
Well, we saw how Mother Nature took care of everybody slowing down, and I need a breather.
Yeah.
Mother Nature will always prevail. We are the visitors on Mother Earth.
Yep.
And she is much, this earth is much bigger than we are. And if it has to take us out in order for it to survive, it will.
Yep.
But if we're the stewards and everything, every little thing helps. Do you have your phone down? I hear an echo.
I don't have my phone. It's not on.
Interesting.
It's actually frozen in time right now.
Okay, mine's off. Maybe I need to take that down. Now maybe I don't hear an echo. But anyways, every little thing helps. I always have my own bags that I go into the grocery store with. I'm very cautious of that. Just little small things. I'm not 100%. I can't be 100%. It's just not possible. But I change every little habit that I can.
Me too.
So, what did you get?
I wish I could sometimes just redo the cards. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So we're going to be going through a major change. It's almost like we've already passed that time where we had this ability to stop what's happening. So it's almost like now we're going to take the problems and the worries and everything that's going to be happening, and we're going to be putting it on the next generation and generations to come. But they will go from the dark waters to the light waters. It's all about enlightenment. It's all about connections. It's all about finding the hope, because even with all of this despair that's happening, there's going to be wonderful things coming out in medical. All these people looking for vaccinations, you're going to find other things that are going to say, hey, we could work this towards another disease or diabetes. Or, even now, they have machines where they put a square around you so they don't have to cover your face for you to breathe. So it's almost like dark times, carrying the issues, putting it onto the next generation. But with the change, with enlightenment, comes all these other things that will come to play. So yes, it's going to be harsh, and we're going to see some difficult, dark times coming. The light is there, but it's going to be generational. It's not something that we're going to be able to deal with, in my lifetime anyway. And Sheila?
Yes. This is something that kind of threw me for a minute because I have the Ace of Swords right over the Magician. And
Okay.
so I got the Ace of Swords right over the Magician, like a new idea. It's like the, say, naturally the climate changes naturally as well.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
what the illusion is because we want to have that narrative, like everything's not happening naturally, no problem. This is always happening. But the truth is what we do and how we impact it is forcing it faster. And
Mm-hmm.
when things go faster and faster and faster, things get out of control. So the delusion is that it's natural and normal. But the Ace of Swords over top of it says, no, you guys got to start cutting through it. You got to cut through the truth. You guys got to get down to the nitty gritty and start taking care of what we're doing. And then we have the Hermit. And so it looks like, the Hermit, like we just went through one of those shutdowns and she may do it again.
Mm-hmm.
But Temperance shows up and it says that, yes, we do have light at the end of the tunnel. She's not going to take us out.
No.
We're going to just start creating with her, and we're going to learn it. And sometimes we learn it the hard way, but we're going to learn it. And those who keep the emotions up, because I also got the Ace of Cups, whoever keeps that love and that emotion up and want to save the earth and be a part of are going to be able to also be here. Those who are not, the people with the money, the King of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Hangman is pretty much their fate once it all is said and done. It's
Yeah.
not like Mother Earth is going to take them out. It's just that they are not going to survive, emotionally, mentally, anything,
Well,
by the time it's over.
the reality is that long before we are here and long after we're here, the earth will still be here. Like we'll leave this earth before the earth leaves. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I
She'll
do.
take care of her before she'll take care of us.
Correct. And she has an option to die or to eliminate us.
Yep.
We're going.
Yep.
So. But I think we're doing good. I think, thank you, Renee.
Thank you.
Um, I think we're doing really good. I
Yep.
mean, you know what I mean? I think we're all heading for, there's a lot more people that believe in taking care of the earth nowadays than we do anybody who is, not taking care of
Yeah.
it. Everybody's a little bit more conscious and more waking up. So,
But there's so much information, and then you get a slither of information that's incorrect. And then all of a sudden, you're going to have your naysayers who say, see, I told you. And then it doesn't, there's no big correction. Nobody comes out and makes this big deal on CNN to say, hey, we were incorrect. They just let it slide. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's that element to it as well. So
yes, that's that
you
magician,
almost
I think, that
people,
showed up.
yeah, manipulation. Because I mean, people they don't want to believe that we're harming the earth. They don't want to be inconvenienced. Who wants to? Right?
Well,
So it's easy.
they do. They want to pillage without
Hi, new beginning.
without any penalty.
Yep,
The ones that
exactly.
are they want to pillage without any penalty, and that's just not how it works.
Yep.
Not how it works. All right, so do you have a question? If not, I have
I
a
do.
couple more. Okay, go for it.
I do. I have a concerned subscriber who wants to know what is going to be the state of Social Security. Trump is hell-bent on trying to destroy it. If he does he have the ability to do it unilaterally? Can he write something and do it? Is there going to be some kind of loophole that will help people? Because the reality is, if he does anything to affect it, even if they put in a new people, it'll, it's like everything else. Once they take it away, it's hard to get it back. So there'll be this, oh, we got to reinvest, and we got to look at this, and look at all this money we lost, and we don't have this pot anymore. And it's going to be shocking when they actually have Trump out and they see the books. As horrific as you can imagine it is, it's worse. It's worse. There's got to be money, and they're going to be like, where is this? And then nobody will know where it's to. So let's look at Social Security. Is he going to affect it, or will he be out before they get to do anything, or how's that going to roll?
Well, he has a lot of layers to get to that. He can propose something. He has to get through Congress. He has to get through Senate. He can propose you know, all of that stuff. So
So
he
the
has a
cow
lot of
comes home.
layers to get through before he could actually do that, because the Senate or the Congress controls the purse. So let's see.
I said CNN just as an example. Like, all news sources have their, you know.
Well, the fact that he wants to do it should tell everybody that eventually he's going to figure out a way or spin
Well,
it.
I mean, I know we'll get into the Bob Woodward book, but I mean, Fox News tried to fudge that. They tried to say, oh, he said that in March, which would make a huge difference because by then we knew a whole lot more. So they're fibbing, and then they're not correcting, and other news stations that the Fox News people don't watch are correcting it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So,
I do. They say when Sheila talks, there's an echo. I don't know where the echo is coming from. Maybe if I change my things.
Volume a little bit.
These things are really sensitive, and that's the reason why I got them. But let me change them out and see if that works.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. And if you're already thrown, go ahead.
No, you go. You go. I asked the question. You go. I'm reading.
Okay. Is there an echo now? Is it everybody? Is this better? Is there an echo now? Is that better? Or is that, I can almost hear an echo still.
I can't hear an echo.
There's feedback. Like, I can hear my voice twice.
Everybody's saying no echo. You're hearing an echo. Huh. Take out one of your earbuds and see if that helps. We'll get to the book, guys. That's going to be another thing.
You're perfect.
And yes, Sheila, you are perfect.
Oh, thank you.
It could be from my speaker.
I don't know if if you, I don't know. It's like I can hear my voice twice. It's like something. I don't know where it's coming from.
Is that better?
Maybe. Yeah, it's gone.
You're
gone.
welcome.
I don't hear it anymore.
You're welcome. Thank you
there it is.
Sharon Lee. Sharon Lee was the one who said it was 9 a speaker.
Okay.
Thank you, Sharon.
Yay. Yeah, it's gone now. Woo!
Awesome.
Okay. So what's the question?
What is the fate of social services?
So that's right. Social Security. Okay.
It affects millions. So what is the fate of social services? Hi, Marie. Look, Bewitched.
Is Marie here?
No, this is a different Marie. Sorry. I'm just saying hi as the Eleanor. Pammy. Thank you, Roxanne. I finally get to read some.
Hi, Jackie. Defense. I got Hierophant again, spiritual guide and authority, which is Congress and defense. They're going to defend that. His proposal is weak and petty, and it's going to be stoppable because I got the Six of Wands and the Two of Swords, balancing the forces. So I don't think it's going to, like I said, he has lots of layers to get through before he can actually do that. It's just the fact that he thinks that it's a good idea. So go for it.
Okay. My first card out, I got the Devil upside down. So there's going to be a freedom from what's happening. It's almost like, I don't think they're going to change. They're going to affect social services, but they may say, hey, we need to put some changes to it, but it will be positive changes that'll give some stability to people, because I got the Wheel of Fortune, but it's in the upturn. So it's a positive thing that's going to come out. I got the King of Cups. So this is going to be somebody who's in authority. It doesn't have to be a male. It's just going to be somebody who's in authority, who's emotionally tied to this. So there's going to be somebody who has the wants and needs of those who need this top of mind. And they're going to be working in direction, but work they will. There's going to be, they're not going to just let things lie. I think that there's going to have to be a retallying. They're going to have to look at the books and say, okay, let's start off. It's not going to, and I think it's going to be hard because people are going to be mad. They're going to expect the new people to come in and just change it all and everything, just change everything back to the way it was. Well, you can't. There's going to be some changes that are going to be needed. But I don't see that Trump is going to be able to ill affect this in any way.
Good.
So.
Good. Yeah, when you said that the change is coming, I think that is probably the energy a lot of people are feeling, because when he says it, but change is also going to come after that. So yeah, I think you're right.
But doesn't it feel like the walls are just caving in on him? He's literally getting it from all sides. I don't know how he's still standing.
I don't know either. Roaches are gonna survive the Holocaust.
He's not a roach. He's a Don't get me started.
Yeah, I mean, you can nuke a roach, and a roach is gonna crawl right out from underneath. It's like, hey, I'm still glowing, but I'm still here.
Well, I guess there's still Trump Jr. and.
Ugh. Well,
I am so glad that they were able to come out and say Ivanka is her father's daughter. I'm so glad that they said that, because everybody was putting their hope into her and Jared Kushner, and I think they're worse than Trump because they should know better. They didn't come up with Trump or Trump's father or Trump's abuse or,
In Cohen's book, I've already gotten to the 19th chapter in Cohen's book, and in Cohen's book, if you don't have it on Audible, you can hear it in your ear all day long or whatever, I recommend that instead of being able to sit down and read the book. But anyways, it talks a lot about how his father does not, spoiler alert, anybody, spoiler alert coming, how he does not and he does not think highly of his children, doesn't think highly of his son, and he
thinks highly of Ivanka.
He thinks highly of Ivanka because she's beautiful, and that's the only thing that is qualifying her to be above everybody else. But according to Cohen, he treated them all like crap. He was not a good father.
I think it's shocking that he hired somebody who looked like Obama just to abuse him and fire him.
He's got an obsessional hate. He's got an obsessional hate with Obama. He's just exceptional hate.
It's almost like he feels like he's on a mission for his father, that he has to, still be that secretive KKK,
Yeah. Well, he's, what comes around goes around. I truly believe in that energy. The more you hate something, the more hate is going to come to you.
Yes.
And this is what he's experiencing right now. I mean, he spewed a whole lot out. It's like what comes around goes around.
Yeah.
Is the meaning of that. So I can't, these last 2 months or whatever, just more and more stuff is at him.
Yeah.
He's got a break at one point in time. He's got
Lady
a break.
Dolores.
All right.
Dolores? I agree. I shouldn't, but I do.
so somebody.
I can't see, so I'm squinting to see. I need glasses.
Oh no! I'm getting text messages coming through that she's making me crack up. She says that it's I can't say it out loud. I can't.
Just draw a picture.
Yeah. Well, it's just it's P and V. Okay. Let's see. What is the recovery for the next year? What is the recovery? What kind of things are we looking for, or is going to going to help us in the recovery in the next year after he's gone.
Okay.
Somebody wants to know that, kind of like, what does the recovery look like? Is it going to take a while? Is it going to be a fast one? Is it going to maybe... Okay. So let's look at that. Oh, and in Cohen's book, he says, another spoiler alert. So anybody doesn't want to hear this, la, 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 la. He says that that there was more women that couldn't stand him, thought he was ugly, didn't want to have anything to do with him, and only the pretty women that did. It was all about because they saw Cha-Ching is the only thing that made him look plausible to sleep with. I was laughing.
There's no excuse. There's no. That's why it really makes me think about Melania. Do you know
she
what
about
I mean?
The money.
No, I mean even more than just money. Like.
Well, the rumor has it they're a lot alike. You know, we used to think that Melania was more like a victim, but we're now realizing that she's more.
Yeah.
Like a partner.
much more.
Yeah, much more like a partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't sleep with. I wouldn't touch him. Ugh. All right.
Not even.
What's the recovery? Yeah, I wouldn't even touch him with somebody else's hand.
Okay. Aww.
Like, no, you touch it.
No, you touch it.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. So we have the Chariot. So I almost, as soon as I saw it, it was almost this feeling like you're going to see people who like the old system are going to try to stay with the old ways, and there's going to be this break off. And I feel as though there's going to, because nothing's going to change overnight. So all the old systems that we see are shaking. They still need to come down, and they won't be coming down during the time of Trump. They'll be coming down after Trump. So there's going to be a lot of determination, a lot of trying to figure out which direction, which way works best. So I got the house upside down, the Four of Wands upside down. To me, I almost feel as though this is showing that the people that are living in the cities now, they are going to start going elsewhere. They're going to start wanting to go more to the country. You're going to see real estate going up in country. I said this months and months and months ago because I just had this really strong feeling as though we are going to have to go back to nature. At some point, everything's going to come to a point and we're going to have to go, okay, there's got to be, our back's up against the wall. There has to be a change. So I see that there's going to be a movement. There's going to be more looking at communities, not necessarily, always your country first. I don't mean that kind of thing, but maybe trying to shop local, trying to support local, eating local, that kind of thing. So it's going to start this real grassroots kind of job market that's going to happen. And there's going to be a lot of people that are going to have these new ways of things that are going to, it's almost like we're going to have these new advancements in technology that are going to create new jobs and new opportunities. And we don't even know what they are yet because those technologies are coming out, and they're going to be coming out over the next year, because when we're in want is the, starts people thinking and making, choices to change our direction. And then I got the Five of Pentacles upside down. So for this, to me, that means within 5 years, you're going to see the recovery, the change. It's going to take 5 years to kind of let some of these places fall down, these structures fall down, or not, give them a better foundation. So not everything's going to just, change or become good. It's, there's always going to be challenges and that kind of a thing. But I definitely feel like within that 5 years, you're going to see a way of life. We're going to be changing the way we do things. So it's not just a job thing. It's almost like a way of life event.
Very much like, I've gotten the exact same cards as you, but I got the exact same message because I got the Ten of Cups, which is happy relationships and family, as the base. But I also got the Seven of Wands, boundaries, defending your territory. There's going to be some pushback on new ideas and new things, because I got the Ace of Wands, which is, the new cycle and enterprise. So that makes a lot of sense. And then going forward, I got the Five of Swords, but it's strife and argument and tension, which also talks to the same story. Like, there's going to be pushback with the new ideas. But the outcome of all of that is the Page of Wands, enthusiasm, travel, discovery, creative talent. We're just going to start really paying more attention and putting the respect back into our professionals. You don't pay $10,000 to go to college and then to have a ding dong at the at the head of the country tell you that your education doesn't mean anything. We've lost that respect for education. We've lost that respect for the people who enter into their jobs wholeheartedly and with love, and they want to have that respect back. And I see that coming too, is because we have the Six of Cups, which is the childhood memories, and being at home, and the goodwill and the kindness is coming back. But yeah, we're gonna have pushback.
And the first place they have to start off with is the police force. It's not their fault that they only get a certain amount of education. If you have to go for years and years and years to do all these other jobs, and yet it takes you like less than a year to get a gun. So I think we need to look at that, and they need to have it should take a couple of years to become a police officer, and it should be mental health as one subject, and that's like, you know what I mean? So you're walking in with all the tools of the trade, but yet you need to be more than just somebody who carries a gun. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they need to give these people who want to do a good job. Majority of them that are there because they want to protect, they want the communities to be good. But if they don't have the tools, if they don't have the education, and they don't keep it up, I mean, teachers have to keep educating, keep going back, keep writing exams. So why shouldn't the police?
They have ongoing training on that aspect. However, it takes you 18 months to learn how to cut and color somebody's hair. And it takes you, 10 weeks to carry a gun and go police somebody.
Exactly.
You see what I mean? There's a huge upset on what we call education and what we need to do. And I totally agree that. And I think that's what Biden's whole thing is let's give them more money. Let's give them more training. Let's give them, these people an opportunity and the pay. Most of them, they're on like $14, $15, $16 an hour to get in your car and hold a gun on somebody. You know what I mean? It's like, what's going on?
They need to clarify the message, though, because they keep saying defund the police when it should be, no, let's fund the police and give them the tools, and here's how we do it. We need to have more of this. Because I think it's the messaging because it makes people scared. Because I don't want the police not to be able to come to my door if something happened. I mean, that's a scary message. And if you don't know better, and you're elderly,
I agree. The defunding,
that's scary.
But the defunding is the narrative of Trump and his people.
Yeah.
Biden literally put it in his op-ed or whatever he had that I want to add funding to the police department.
Their messaging is not as strong as
correct.
Republican.
I get what you're saying.
Except for the Lincoln Project. Go Lincoln.
They are. They hold back no adjectives. I'm like, ooh,
I think
they used them all in that ad. Yeah.
You watch a third party called Lincoln Party. You watch. They want another Republican. They want to go back to the way the Republican was. You'll see the Lincoln Party all of a sudden be the alternative because Trump has destroyed the Republican Party. It is finished. It'll never be what it was. Trump has destroyed it. There's no coming back. Zero.
No, we watch them. Yeah, we watch them all just, go against their oath, go against everything just to keep him. We were put on the back burners so that you can keep him.
Yeah.
Ugh, it's crazy. Yeah. Okay. So I have another one, unless you have another. I think it's your turn. Do you have another question?
I do. I have a question because they're very concerned and want to know, will all the people, whether it be local or in the government, local, federal, what have you, the ones that have out and out supported Trump, are they going to see some kind of justice? Or is it going to be kind of like, we can't deal, there's just too much and it's going to be wiped away? Like, will the little people, not just the big players, because we know the big players for the most part, they'll get away with a lot of it. There's going to be so much BSing happening and it's just going to be another like soap opera for us to watch. But will the little guys, will they be the ones that will pay the price, or will they just be forgotten in the whole thing,
Sorry, people, if you heard that.
I'd love to see Biden put the training into the police. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that is he definitely put that down. That's what he wants to do.
But they need to, because the Lincoln Project's taking care of telling you how bad Trump is. We need to get more positive messaging that doesn't even mention Republican or Trump or anything. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, really get out the party's message.
I know what you're talking about.
Right?
Just start pushing it. Just start pushing it and see what they do.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if the little people are going to pay the price.
Yeah. Like in the different levels of government, will the ones who have been the enablers, who stuck with Trump, who, got on the bandwagon, they didn't just keep their head down and say, okay, let's live for 4 years. They're the ones that spoke out. Will they see some justice towards them?
The ones that spoke up against him, or the ones that just literally followed?
No, that spoke for him. That, like the ones that didn't speak up against him because they're trying to ride the fence. Well, the ones, the people that are complacent.
Okay, the ones that participated in the Price is Right for the speech.
Exactly. Yeah.
Looked like it was watching the Price is Right.
Lindsey Graham's in the world.
Ugh, that was gross. All right, let's see if they're going to. A ruined reputation. I got Queen of Pentacles inverted. Toxic environment, ruined reputation. Defend your boundaries, and clouded and canceled events. Meaning canceled events. Nobody's going to follow you anymore. So I don't think if jail time, what's their reputation, the Queen of Swords, also the bitterness, the cover up, the hurt. I think they're going to definitely socially be just outed. They're just and being that they followed him without regard, nobody's going to regard their feelings or their career or anything anymore. So I think that self-doubt and petty and getting, or self-doubt and weakness is what they're going to end up being. That's what I got on this side. What do you got?
Similar. There's going to be a lot of emotion. People are going to be, like, on each level, they're going to be feeling emotion and they're going to be talking. They're not going to hold their tongue. So you're going to see, maybe not necessarily people getting jail time, but you're going to see people leaving their positions. There's going to be a lot of movement, and this is going to be through all of the different governmental stages. And it'll be people that we don't even know, because they'll be just cleaning house. But there's going to be 3 major stories that we're going to find out about, and it's going to be like in, it's going to be like in the smaller government of New York or the smaller government of Texas. It's going to be like the local government. You're going to hear of like 3 big cases of names that have been swung around with Trump. And you're going to also see that there's going to be somebody who's in-house, in public, in government right now, that's a local to some city, but it's going to make news, and they're going to be ousted out of their house. So I see somebody, probably Republican, no offense, that's a Trump follower who's going to be ousted, and is going to make, like, it's not going to make just the local news, it's going to make the big news, because it's going to be 3 stories local that are going to make the big news, but one is going to be actually somebody's going to be removed. Like, this could actually be on the streets, people saying, nope, we're done. And you will actually hear about people hitting the streets, and this guy or girl, whoever, saying, I gotta go. Florida's calling. I don't know, something. So I see a few cases are going to come up, but like you said, it's going to be that ebb and flow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm hoping they start off with people like Jim Jordan, and I hope they start off with, Ted Cruz and all
I
of them.
want
I
to
think
see Lindsey Graham so
fall.
red-faced. So red-faced. Because that man should be, like, the shame he should feel. And what's the lady who always says, she's not with Trump, but she votes with him all the time. She kind of has like a shaky voice. She's a senator, and she always ends up voting for Trump. Does anybody know?
Are you talking about the senator of Alaska?
No.
Susan
No.
Collins?
Susan Collins.
Is it Susan Collins?
Susan Collins. I would
Thank you,
like to
Jackie.
see her. Thank you. I would love to see her be shamed on a public forum. She is somebody who needs to pay. She is somebody who's going to try to get away, but she needs to pay. She is.
I think he learned his lesson. As we tell teenagers, right? I think that teenager learned his lesson. We all, yeah, no, they didn't. Nope.
All right,
and she's so Susan Collins. You want to do Susan Collins real quick and see Susan Collins from Maine?
Oh yeah, we could see what's going to happen with her.
I
don't have the live feed. I don't know what's happening. I think because my internet's awful. Susan Collins, what's going to be her?
Susan Collins. Let's see what's with her fate.
Is she up for a re-election or what have you? Like what?
These people in the chat has more information than I do. I don't know. Is she up for re-election? Gates. Yeah, I want Gates out too. She is Sarah Sanders and Nicola Hannis. I'm trying to wait for it because they always knew. I call her Susan Collins BS. Yeah. She is.
Okay, let's
She's
see.
up for re-election. Yep. You guys are so smart. I love you guys in the chat, man. You guys keep us going.
Thank you.
It's like having 500 memories all activated.
Hey, Jodes. All right. So the question:
Susan Collins, is she gonna? What's her fate in 5 minutes? Thank you, Cash Peters. Yeah.
I absolutely adore him.
Me too. I love him.
He's got I would love to meet him.
I would love to meet him in person and just go to coffee with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just go to coffee and just have these outlandish, beautiful conversations with him because he's there. Yeah. He's right there. I have defend Nine of Wands, defender territory, and then Hangman, transition, surrender, and retreat. Do I need to pull any more cards?
Okay.
Go for it.
She's so not going to win.
No.
She's done. And the regrets that she's going to have. And there's going to be something coming up with money. She's going to end up getting herself into a little trouble. And I think they're going to be looking at something to do with money, materials, something that's of a material basis that she's going to end up being called into. So she's not only going to lose, God willing, from my lips to his ears, her ears, the universe's ears, she's going to get herself in trouble with something about money. Something's going to come up about money. She's going to be in the know about.
I got that too, where she had a financial opportunity and she took it.
Yeah,
and it was not. Too. And then I got the Three of Wands right after that, which is lack of foresight. So she had a financial opportunity and a lack of foresight when she did it. Yeah, so 100%. Right behind each other. And then I got the Wheel of Fortune, which in this is talks about her destiny and her karma. Like you brought this on yourself. Yeah.
I almost feel it's worse to be the quiet one than to be the one that's boisterous. Do you know? Because that's just more sly. It's just two-faced. And she is very two-faced. So we got a lot of people asking about Mitch Mitch
McConnell. Mitch McConnell.
Mitch
Let's see
McConnell.
what we'll get. Mitch McConnell. See if what kind of fate, because I think he's up for it. I feel like my camera is like cutting on me off of my neck. Is that better?
Beautiful.
Thank you.
You're perfect.
Aw. Mitch McConnell. Let's see what Moscow Mitch is looking like. I did this really, and I'm going to say one cuss word. So if anybody doesn't like the A word, just cover up your ears. I did this.
She talks to me on the phone. She goes on live.
No. I did this bad A video today about my cards and all of my cards. I'm going to post that tomorrow. It's going to be really cool. You gotta watch it when it comes out. Yeah.
Cool,
Okay. So I'm not going to cuss, especially if my partner doesn't like it.
No. I'm fine. You know, drop an F-bomb. For those.
No.
Hold on. Fudge.
That's even a little much for me in public. Yeah. Are you gonna try?
Remember in the old Christmas Story movie, and he goes, "Oh, fudge! Oh, Sheila, don't leave me! Oh no, don't leave me!" Okay. Oh thank God.
I'm here.
I'm on her channel.
It's all connected.
Okay.
What was the question? I was listening to a great story. Oh, okay, Moscow Mitch. My daughter FaceTimes me every time she calls, right? So it took over the whole thing. So let me.
Oh, gotcha. Hi, daughter.
Yes.
They're like, oh my God, look at that.
You know, she's 34, 5. You know, after they turn 30, wow. I forget how old they are. Sorry, bad mom here. But we still call her Messy Nessie because her name's Vanessa. We still call her Messy Nessie. Oh, my grandson lost a tooth. Oh.
My dog's lost all his.
Okay, concentrate on Moscow Mitch.
Moscow Mitch. May I?
Of course, go for it. If you've already thrown.
Cards already laid.
Oh yeah.
So we are going to find out that he has connections. There's some kind of we're going to find out about a lot of different connections. He's got his finger in more than one pot, and whoa, it is just going to go. His world is blowing up. He's stressed and worried, but he's not. He's stressed and worried, but it's in a sense that he already knows this is all coming. He knows what he's done, and he's hoping beyond hope, and he is going to all these people saying, please help me, please help me, please help me. And he is going to lie. There's just, you're going to find out about so much that this man has done, and his lies, and that he wasn't just complacent. He was part of the core group that actually created this Trumpster hellhole world that we're living in right now. No offense. I get the Emperor upside down, so I'm not 100% sure. I see justice, but justice is upside down. So I almost feel like, yes, he's going to be called out. I don't think he's going to get reelected because, I mean, if he does, it's going to be a catastrophe for him regardless. But it's almost like he's going to be lying and trying to confuse it. So right now, the energies are just more dealing with there's going to be a major, major upset in his life. Where that's going to lead, I think we need to see how, because, one thing is always dependent on the other. And we have free will. So no matter how much I look at the cards and I can feel the energies and I can say, hey, it looks like it's going to go this way. One person of free will decides to change it. Donald Trump decides, hey, tomorrow, screw you, I'm walking out. Well, guess what? The whole game has changed. And that's true in our lives and everything else. I mean, right? I mean, I could be bad energy.
I also got the Ace of Swords, where the mental clarity is with us, not with him. That's what overtops him. That's what, the mental clarity. We understand. We see what you are now, It comes to light. Everybody that loved Barack Obama, we just now heard how you tortured him for 8 years. Good on you, right?
Yeah.
Once I heard that, I almost imploded. I'm like, oh, that's what you did to him. All right.
Yeah.
So I also got the Six of Swords as well, where he's suffering. So I also got the Six of Swords as long with you, and then I have the hoarding, the miser. So he looks like he's going to have some financial problems, and then we have defense. He's going to be defending his territory again, like defense. I also got the Chariot, which is lack of control and direction, and the Ten of Pentacles, which talks about family ties, but the Ten of Pentacles is right next to my Nine of Swords. So the family ties and the Nine of Swords kind of back each other up. Like the family stuff is going down, and he's really upset about it. And his money is not there. But I also get the Magician, meaning that he's been hiding behind that door number 1 for a very, very long time, and not so much anymore.
Yeah.
So
agreed.
Yeah, I didn't get it clear, like he's not going to be there, but it doesn't look like he's going to have anything left to be there for.
Yeah.
I think that's what the cards are saying more than anything else.
Yeah. That's the point. Yeah.
All right, so I have
and it is true. The people that sorry, lovey. I'm trying to read.
It's okay, man.
The people that have been supporting him, they will see him through until the day he walks out and then beyond, because this is not just about Trump. They have this, they're using Trump as a Trojan horse to get what they want. They have their own alternative motives for all of this as well. I'm just going to excuse myself for 1 second because I got to let the dog out.
Okay.
Of course.
Puppies. Sorry. Puppies got to go tinkle.
Gotta go tinkle.
Yeah, let's see if we can do Lindsey Graham. Will Lindsey Graham be reelected? Let's see if we can get him.
Lindsey Graham.
Oh, he is so.
Well,
have you ever had those friends in high school where you're hated, and then you actually have something they want? Now they're your best friend. That's Lindsey Graham. Yeah. Or, of course, I'm pretty sure Trump has something over him. Like, we'll tell, But you know what? If you live a life where you have to hide, I can't do nothing for you.
Yeah, and appreciate their age really does make a difference, because when they were growing up, it's like, they were so anti everything that was an establishment that he would be horrified for something to come out about him that you and I may say, like, that's no big deal. That's everyday news. But to him, that would erase everything he has worked for. It would erase for him. So he's so single-mindedly focused on his want to save his own reputation and himself. He can't see past himself.
Somebody said, yes, he's like that sweet old Southern lady.
Well,
I do declare. I never. Well, I never. Yes, exactly. Well, I never.
Oh, gosh. Lindsey Graham.
You look good in pink, Lindsey. You look good in pink.
God bless her.
God bless him, yes.
God bless her.
We're not. Please know that we're talking solely about Lindsey Graham.
Yes.
Solely.
Yes.
Solely.
Ooh.
All right, let's
see that?
Sorry. Oh, no. I missed it. What happened?
I was going with my cards, and this card literally jumped out.
Who wants to play? What is it? Oh, death. Oh, good.
So, Lindsey, you're going to be going through some major transformation.
You're going to go through some stuff.
You're going to be going through some stuff. Major stuff.
Well,
now Spock's outside. You're going to hear him barking.
It's all right. It's like he's done. I feel like he's limited success. I mean, he feels like his his height of his career, his height of whatever he wanted out of politics, and he's pretty much at the end of where he goes, I'm really done. Because I get boredom, apathy, lack of teamwork, melancholy, sabotaging. That's what I get in his cards right now. Because I have the Page of Cups, that goes over top of Three of Cups, which doesn't make any sense. Like the immature emotions over your, friendships and all of that. He's done.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you got?
Well, the Death card came out, so now I want an explanation why the Death card. He's under a lot of strain. Why? I think somebody's going to be coming out with a story on him. Somebody's going to be telling their tale on Lindsey. So it matters not whether he does Trump's bid to keep his secret, but somebody's going to be coming out, and it's going to be in writing, in black and white. It's going to come out. It is going to destroy him when it comes to the Republican Party. People are just going to say, you know what, we need to ex-nay on this. It's going to break down all of his current relations. He's going to be going into a real place of darkness. And I will say, I don't wish for anybody, judge not, for anybody to be going through difficult times regardless, but he is going to be going down that mental road of darkness. That's the scary one, where you don't know if you're going to make it. But at the end of the day, he's going to be walking away in shame. Everything that is this is a person who walks away from everything that's important to them, everything that they've built, everything that makes their lives their lives. He will end up having to walk away from it. It will end, and he will walk away from everything that he has done for his whole life. The regret, the shame, it's almost.
We can have compassion because he's another human being.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We are empathics, and we are, compassionate people. I can have compassion.
As the Nine is like, I hate him. But then as I'm talking, I can feel
the pain.
It's almost like he's a scared little boy who's trying to hide under his bed. Like, I can't tell you the fear that, like, I'm overwhelmed with fear. Like, he is his shame. Like, it's almost like the dishonor is too much for him. He'd rather die than have the dishonor. And let's face it, we are talking about an alternative lifestyle. There's nothing wrong with it.
No.
But when you try to hide it and you use it, and somebody uses it against you as a way to harm others, considering it's all the American people, then you should be shamed.
Lindsey, if you could hear me, you could have come over to the Democratic Party. We would have allowed you to be exactly who you are.
100%.
And loved you through it. So there, you just picked the wrong side, my dear.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he is going through it emotionally and mentally and everything.
And I'm telling you, somebody's going to be coming out. Somebody who has respect, has to know. This is 2020. You ain't getting away with sharp. Nothing.
No, nothing.
Right?
Nothing.
So can we have a look? I had another email. Can we have a look at Nancy Pelosi?
What do you want to know about Nancy? Because I'm very particular in not reading on the Democrats, because I don't want to give the Republicans any ammunition. Not that they're listening to me, but you know what I mean? I feel like I don't want anything negative to come out. If there is something there, then let it be. But
you're not going to like the question then, because the question was, why is Nancy Pelosi dragging her feet? Why isn't she doing what she should be doing? They feel like she's had multiple opportunities to kind of be the hero, and yet she stays back. So it was sort of like, is there something causing her?
I have always gotten the feeling that she's behind all of these nails, like Chinese water torture. Drip, drip, drip. This is what we're going through. Every week we have something new, and somebody else has another nail in Trump's coffin. I always feel like she, that silent partner that we have on our side. I don't think she has many arrows left in her thing. She used them all up in the impeachment, and they didn't do anything about it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So she's just kind of like back behind there, and she refuses to allow him to talk bad about her, and she's, you know, keeping her dignity, and, you know, I think she's doing what she can without crucifying the Democratic Party too.
Yeah.
Because she not only has to worry about, you know, keeping the votes, she also has to worry about possibly gaining votes from the Republicans.
Mm.
So I don't know. That's my take on it, but I don't want to. If you want to go ahead and throw on it, I just don't want to put any negative vibes out there. Always positive for her. So that's my take on it. So.
Well, I was asked to do the read, so I'll just do it. There's nothing negative here, to be honest with you.
Okay.
There's a bit of separation here. I think that she has some pushback within her own party. I think that she has a plan, and there's a lot of people talking in her ear that would like for her to do it. But she's on her own timeline. She's got a long-term plan that's been in place for a while. She knows more than what a lot of people give her credit for knowing. And I think there's a strategic way that they're going to be trying to put out. It's almost like they already dealt with Donald Trump and saw how he could get away with it. So they're not going to lay their cards out for people to see it. But it's almost like it's going to be slow in movement. There's not going to be this big one day of reckoning that she's going to have. And everything she's doing is on a world stage. She's trying to encompass everything and everyone. She's not just looking at the Dems. She's actually trying to look at beyond the Dems. How do we fix America? America being everything and anything in between. So there's almost like there's the Democratic plan, but then there's also this like America plan that we're better than this. There's more to this. So it's almost like she's trying to keep people at bay, knowing that, look, if I let you out, it's not going to fix the problems that we need fixed. There's a long-term goal here. So.
Long road of reconstruction.
Yes.
We do
Hi,
have
Jody
that.
McDonald.
That was good.
Hi, Jody.
Okay, so I have here, let's follow on along the lines of the military. How is the military feeling about our 45?
They love him. They love him. They love him so much that they're creating a coup to get rid of him because they ain't going to let him be president. I'm telling you. I have money.
I live by a military base. I hear more about how they can't stand him. They don't want him. Yep. How dare he? He's so disrespectful. He goes, oh, you don't get to go to war, but if my child's at war, you don't care if they're at war. You know, I just hear it all. They're not. Of course, there's some deep in there that are just Trumps, right? But most of them.
My very first reading I ever put on YouTube, which was like February 14th or 13th or something like that, I said that at the end of this cycle, the military would be involved, and it wouldn't be on Donald Trump's side, that they would be against Donald Trump. I can almost guarantee you that the military already has a plan that if for any reason Donald Trump tries to elongate the time that he's president, saying, oh, we don't know the vote, or do you know what I mean? Like whatever tactics he's up to, the military has an out strategy. It's almost like they've been coddling him and keeping him at bay to this point, but they have an out strategy. They know this is all. The people who have left did not leave just saying, oh, screw you. They left leaving people in charge of how to get this, to come together. So the military will be involved with Donald Trump, but just not on Donald Trump's side.
I wish I was there filming it with my iPhone. The moment they come in and just start shake, I want to be there. I'm like, get your phones out, everyone, because Trump's coming out and he's going to hit his head on the curb.
Well, can you imagine if they actually got an audio of Donald Trump saying anything about the military? Sorry, just as well for you to walk out, go on the plane, go to Russia, go to China, go, sleep.
Bye.
See ya.
Ugh. But yeah, let's see what the military. Let's see what the cards say about the military. Ooh,
Okay.
I literally got the devil right off the bat. The magician. Avoiding responsibility. They're talking about the 45, the judgment, the chariot. Ooh, wrong choices, self-deception, the hangman, the lovers, which is outside influences, and the 6 of swords, moving on. And then the 10 of pentacles, which is inverted, financial failure, deceased fortune, poor investment. Which is really interesting. But I got the devil and the magician. The devil and the magician really is an interesting. I very rarely get these two together, but when it happens, it's very powerful. The downfall and the failure of the thing, and then the poor skills. So they know what they're dealing with, and they know what to do. Like that magician, they know what to do to handle him. Now, I think, and this is talking about the higher ups and the colonels and all of that. They know what to do with him. They've been like planning this. They've already been taught how to do this, which is weird. I didn't know that. This is information I had no idea that they did.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Okay, so it's almost like they're taking stock. They've been looking at, they've been becoming aware of a lot of things. It's almost like there was this respect that was within, and people knew, like, private is private, and this is something that can go public. And Trump has smudged that line. It's all about what goes for Trump. So they have been looking at it and almost hiding things away from Trump, trying to keep Trump in the know as much as they have to. But there's certain, it's almost like, I believe they have a set plan that's actually in writing. It could be like Code Orange or something like that. That's about Donald Trump. And it's about, if need be, they may have to imprison, take away, do something with Trump. There is this, there's almost like there's this bringing in of knowledge, of materials. It's almost like it's not just that they have a plan, they are actually putting action into this plan. And if Donald Trump gets too crazy, like to the point where, like, see, it's almost like you want to say it, because right now it's almost like I feel like he's to the point where people should be just saying, you know what, get him off the stage, get the hook and pull him off, because I feel he's already crazy enough that he should be done that. But there's a plan to take him out. And I mean like to minimize anything that he could do.
It reminds me of Marie Table's dream. Did you watch her dream?
No.
So go back and watch her dream. There's a ghost that shows up in her dream. You have to go watch that. In the beginning of her,
on the actual.
Yeah, you could hear the voice, and then behind her, an orb comes. No joke. It shows up. You could hear the voice on the woman's voice on the thing right at the beginning, and then an orb comes, right? And then she's talking about her dream where Pelosi or whatever, they say, we didn't want to do this, but we have to do this now because the threat of him, selling us to the highest bidder like Putin. And when you're talking about the military, they already have a plan. They already have something set, and that's the information I also just intuitively got. Like, I had no idea. Yeah. And this is her dream where they say this is do or die. And the military have already planned. They already have a plan in place. If this guy goes rogue, nobody's going to be taking over the United States.
I swear to you, I did not. I saw that she was up. I probably liked it because I sent her a note, because it's always, you want to, when I see her, I want to, but I honestly, because I've been.
Yeah, go back and watch her video about the dream. Everybody else too, because there's literally a voice. If you turn it up and put your earphones in and stuff, you can hear a woman's voice at the beginning. I forget what she says, and then you see the orb come in front of her, and it's It's an amazing video, to be honest with you. It's impressive. But yeah, she's talking exactly like this. This is what it reminds me of what she's talking about with her her dream that she had.
Do you try to do lucid dreams?
I don't try to do lucid dreams. They just come to me.
Okay.
I had so every time I have a dream or something like that, like I had a dream a while back, you know, the Eight of Swords that you had up.
Yeah.
I had a dream that it was with 45, and he was standing there, but and he was wrapped, but everybody had a piece of the cloth or whatever that was, and every time he did something, somebody would pull it tighter. If he did something over here, he would pull it tighter. And it just reminded me of that he tried to manipulate everybody else, and now everybody's manipulating him because of that. You know, what comes around goes around, and every time he does something, somebody pulls it tighter and tighter, and it's just getting tighter and tighter on him. That was one of my dreams prior to, you know, Marie's dream. But yeah.
Wow. Because I when I was younger, when like and teenager in my 20s, I used to be able to lucid dream. Like I used to be able to get up, drive mom to work, go back into my dream, focus in and go, okay, and go right back into my dream as though I didn't stop. And then as life happens, you know, you start getting involved in life and you're spending less and less time on that part of you. So I started, you know, kind of like concentrating on, sometimes it happens just naturally. But for anybody who's looking about lucid dreams, during the day while you're awake, do something, whether it's do this, like I'm awake, I'm awake. So you want to keep reminding yourself, I'm awake. So that when you go to sleep, in your sleep, you might go like this and you'll realize, oh, I'm asleep. And then you can have that part. Now, I had a lucid dream about Donald Trump. It matters not. I didn't say it on my channel because it really did not amount to anything. But I had a lucid dream in which I went, I'm awake. Oh my God. Okay, where's the TV? I started looking around the room, and it was in a house. It was almost like it made up of all my different people's houses, like my friends' houses, like with somebody's living room, my dining room, like that kind of a thing. But I went in, and it was an old-fashioned television. You know, the one that you have to get up and go,
Yeah.
and make that noise. So I turned on the television because my first thought, because there was nobody around me, my first thought was like, turn on the TV. And when I did, the snow, the old-fashioned snow when channels would turn off, that was there. So I start going through the channels, and when I turned the channel, it was like, you know, the porn sites when they used to be up on cable and it would do that switchy swatchy so you couldn't see it?
Yes.
I could see that it was Donald Trump. I could see the orange of him, and the way he goes like this, and his mouth kept jolting out, and it was like actually quite comical, and I laughed. And he was saying, I'm not leaving. I am the president. It doesn't matter what those things say. And he was like a raving lunatic. And then I kind of in my dream was like, this is boring. I need people. And I woke myself up because I was unhappy with, you know, only getting the old-fashioned broke down TV. But I didn't get any message. I didn't get any kind of, like, that's what I already know. He's cray-cray. So, you know what I mean? But it was almost like I turned on the TV and it was very, very strange.
Maybe he'll have like a straight jacket on when he's in that room where you're dreaming. Maybe there was a straight jacket on him.
But you couldn't see the picture because it was all scrambled. Remember back?
That's what I mean. You're like, he was all crazy and he had a straight jacket on, and that's the reason why you could see through his mind, and it was crazy.
It was. He is.
It's probably not. That's just my additive, hopeful ending to your beautiful dream.
My beautiful dream.
Yeah.
Well, there was nothing to tell from the dream. It was just, you know.
Well, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. All right. So we have, let's see, Bob Woodward. Why did he hold on to the tape for so long? That's the guy that taped 45 about the virus back in March, where 45 knew exactly what was going on. He knew that it was airborne. He knew that it was powerful. And he goes, the only thing I'm going to do is just play it down. So why did Bob Woodward, why did he hold on to it for so long? Why didn't he come out when he needed to come out? So what's his game now?
Well, I'd be interested to see what the...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I'd just be
you'll be
interested to see
interested.
what the I'd be interested to see what the timeline is, because if he got 18 uninterrupted hours of on tape video or on tape conversation, maybe that conversation happened early in February. If he had to have put it out then, there would have been no more conversations. So maybe there was this, arc of, getting all the
Because he
information
got one.
and not being able.
This is true.
And plus, I mean, let's put it down to it. He's trying to make money off his book because he probably knows that he doesn't have anything that people don't already know. It's just harsh when you see it in black and white. There's nothing, I mean, yes, it makes him look bad, but what's Trump going to say? He's going to say, oh, I just didn't want to freak everybody out. I was being a good guy. If anything, it kind of makes you realize that through his conversations, he's not as dumb as what he speaks on television. He dumbs himself down to do those lives.
He does.
Well,
the thing about that is he did have a few conversations in February. He had another one in March because they were showing the thing. Yeah. I actually showed them to a Trump supporter and they literally said that's fake. I was like, I am sorry for you.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do for you anymore.
And you'd be shocked. I got a private email off of Facebook, and it was these private videos about Donald Trump. And it's because it was like a very religious person that sent it to me. And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know why you would put my name into this group. I am so anti-Trump, blah, blah, blah. And I really I did what I normally don't do, because I should have just said, but I was like, I don't want guilt by association. So if I got that, a rando from somebody in Facebook, can you imagine what private emails and things are going around? Trying to drum up support? Because I'm telling you, the highly religious, far right, they're still supporting him 100%.
Can you see 50 years from now, there's going to be a Trump museum?
Oh, it's going to be like,
can you imagine the information? And this is this and that and the other. And then, of course, we're going to have one section that says you have to be at least 21 years and older in order to go into this section. Oh, man.
God, help me.
Yep. All right. So let's do what his angle was, though. Let's see if it is about money and whatever.
Okay.
And you're right. Maybe he was trying to get more information, but
then he's also trying to make money, right? So
money.
That sounds like Donald Trump.
Money.
That was his show? Was actually?
It was.
Sorry.
Yeah, I literally got the Three of Wands, looking for assistance, and then Wheel of Fortune over top of it.
So
exactly.
He was waiting for his ships to come in. He was just waiting for the right time, because realistically, and he was waiting for the waters to calm down a bit before he got into it, and then he thought, I'll come out. He thinks he's done it. He feels he's done it pretty quickly.
Yeah, I got the Ten of Pentacles, wealth, happiness.
Interesting. Yeah. It's all about the coinage.
He's trying to make the money. Well, here's the thing, 45, is that there's a lot of people around you that's making millions that you can't touch.
Yeah.
On you.
Yep.
You've stolen and pillaged the people around you for long enough. Now people are pillaging and about your life and who you are, and you're associate with them, and they're getting rich.
Oh, gosh. My mind is going, I'm going.
Justice. So was he mad at him? Unfair, dishonest, and bias. Caught in red tape.
Cutting red tape.
And that is right before the Ace of Wands. So why is these two coming out? Caught in red tape, and then the new cycle or enterprise. Expanding your potential.
Wow.
Maybe he had to cut ties and stuff like that, so that when he did come out, 45 can't destroy him. And
I'm sure there's probably a personal rapport that you have to have for Trump to feel comfortable enough and the people around him to feel comfortable enough to allow him to do this.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? So he has to kind of pretend to be friendlier, and he probably was blowing smoke up Mr.'s
Yeah.
arse,
He
right?
had to, because once he put this out, he's not going to be able to get any more evidence.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So what's next?
All right. So let's see what we have. I think my list is almost well, we could do Fox News. Are they going to stay with Trump or break away? Let's see what their plans are.
Yeah.
Because they ran they ran the story as if they verified it, that Trump did say bad stuff about the military, but then days after that, their colleagues literally ripped the rug out from underneath her and acting as if it was a lie and there was no verification. I mean, they were just...
Yeah. They're going to be lost as to what to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So let's see what Fox News and what their plans are about that craziness. Crazy. Thank you, moderators.
Thank you, moderators.
If somebody would like to put Nina's not that they're probably all the same, but Nina's YouTube channel in there so that they can go and subscribe to her as well.
Nice corner.
If anybody isn't already. You guys are great. And thank you for all of the super chats. Let me tell you, they're helping right now a lot. I can't.
And that's something we're gonna have to do another live read, because we're gonna have to look at what we're gonna have to do as a people, because oh my God, my property taxes.
I know.
And it freaks, like we did this. We moved to the country, taking the hit on trying to travel longer because it was cheaper. We got kids that, you know what I mean? They eat like so we did all this with the intention of making things lighter. And now everybody wants to come out in the country, which is going to cause the prices. And 75% raise on our taxes. Thousands, like that's crazy. And so, I mean, can you imagine, like if you're on a fixed income, you're 75, there is no more money coming in. Like there is no going to work and trying to figure it out. It is, I'm sorry, I get really emotional because I feel the weight of people's despair.
You, Asteroid.
I really do. I feel their sorrow because it's scary.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you guys in Canada, didn't you guys get a check throughout the COVID thing? Is it done now? Is they've stopped that? What's going?
It's somewhat, they kept extending it, and literally, like I'm not joking. You went on to the CRA website. It had check box. Did you work last year? Yes. Are you over 15? Yes. Did you work, did you quit your job? No. Are you not able to work because of COVID? No. Yes. Okay. So automatically within 3 days, you get a check for $2,000 for the month. If you're not online, you get it within 7 days in your mailbox. And that's for everybody. And then if you're in school and you don't qualify for that, then you get something else. If you're an at-home worker and you can't qualify for that, so they have all these qualifications. And now they're extending it because they see there's some numbers rising. So now they're going to be putting it through unemployment, which will make it more difficult for some. But I have to say that it's going to be harsh when the total tally of the receipt comes and we've got to pay for lunch. In Canada, that's going to be our little bit of a hiccup when it happens.
Thank you, Carrie.
Fact that the government, I don't care if they're independent, Democratic, or Republican, the fact that they did not put the American people first and put money into their hands before they put it into anybody else's is
appalling.
It's appalling. It's
appalling.
Is
disgusting.
Because that's the least of us. The ones that hurt the most are the ones that are the least among us.
Yep, I
right?
completely agree. It is letting them know one more time that you
Yep.
are not
Yep.
valued. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Mm,
And Trump made sure that that they knew that.
yep. So
So
Fox
yeah.
News,
Yep.
Fox
Fox
News.
News. Fox
Fox News is
News.
going to be going through a major upheaval. There's going to be
Ooh.
people and things turning. There's going to be lawsuits. There's going to be paperwork. There's going to be contracts. Everything that has to do with Donald Trump and his administration. Guess what? They're going to be going back to Fox News. They're going to be using his own words against them. They're going to be checking out emails. All Sean Hannity and all these people who are all there blowing winds and doing everything. Guess what? I hope you erased your email, but then you don't have to. It doesn't matter because even if you erase it, we're going to find it. There's going to be somebody who is going to turn on him. There's going to be a turncoat in Fox that's going to blow high and tell a lot more information about Fox and its actual affiliation with Donald Trump. That has to end, but it's going to come out. There's a death of such, but it's almost like there's a death with the chance of rebirth. It's almost like there's a possibility that they could try to look at that. Sorry. Yeah, I think there's a possibility that they may try to reinvent themselves, but more than likely, and I hate to say this, but yeah, I got a feeling that they're going to try to go with the Trumpsters. They're going to try to reach out and speak to the lowest common denominator of person because they think that's where the money is. It's almost like they're at this. So I don't know if they're going to fall or if they'll reinvent themselves. But when I say reinvent, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm saying they're going to all of a sudden become Rachel Maddow. I'm talking about they could become, worse than what they actually are because they'll say, you know what, screw it, we're not even going to pretend anymore. We
Yeah.
are what we think we are.
Yeah. Definitely. I got the immaturity of the Page of Cups, which is the immaturity of the whole situation.
Yeah.
I literally got this combination. So I got death, I got the immaturity, and then I got the devil.
Do you know how many times you've pulled up the devil tonight?
I know.
There's a real theme of
the evil,
yeah.
the underbelly is being shown. Yeah,
100%.
the underbelly of the beast.
Yeah.
The underbelly of the beast.
We've got a lot of major arcanas, and we don't normally get as many as that coming out. And that's, to get like 2 and 3, like that's we're talking, there's a really strong energy, strong events going to be occurring. Like this is not just your everyday, this is not your pentacles or your cups. This is your major arcana. This is your major month, major events. So a lot of these people are going to be dealing with a lot of major things.
I agree.
It's not small potatoes. It's going to be on a world stage. So he has to come back. He's so sad.
I also got the 5 of Swords and the Magician right next to each other.
And so the Magician.
And the Magician right next to each other. So when these are partnered up, I always get the argument and tension, and the Magician is the blown smokes. What they gaslight. They try to deflect, and they do this and do that, and that's what they're going to do. Is somebody's going to punch them? You know those Weeble Wobble toys that they used to have. That's what it feels like that's going to happen after it's all over with. They're going to just get hit and they're going to be wobbling. But but it's not going to work because we have the Page of Cups, and that's that immaturity and the death, and the underbelly of the beast is going to be exposed. And
the 5 of Swords could also be them coming into their karmic debt. That this is their, like, it's almost like they can't escape their fortune because they created this karmic debt, and now the Piper is saying, hey, it's time to pay. So there's definitely an element of that in your card.
Absolutely. Cool. All right, my dear. Well, we're heading into 2 hours, so we got last 10 minutes. Do you want to? I know.
Really?
Yeah, wow. It's almost 7:00.
Wow.
I know.
So do you want to do what? What would you like to read?
Let's do Trump Karma.
Trump Karma.
I know we could do like a major spread on that, like a grand tableau.
Hold on. Is any truth in the case of Katie Johnson versus Trump? Okay.
We can do.
Maybe we, because I mean, maybe we can kind of switch it a little bit and look into in the theme of Epstein. I'm getting a lot of questions about Epstein.
So there's always been that underbelly rumor or whatever goes around, and even a lot of readers catch it too, that Trump got a young girl pregnant, maybe 13, 14 years old. She possibly had a child. And where's that at? What's going on? And was Epstein involved in the whole situation or what have you? So it's almost, it's like,
I did get that in my cards. I did read on it in one of my previous readings. I don't think there was an actual child. I think there was an exchange of money that made the child not be viable. So I'm trying to find the nicest way to say that. I think
Cohen's book says that Trump was pro-choice.
Oh, 100%, 100%. But I'm just saying, like when I did the reading on it, yeah.
Okay.
So
that's the reason why I kind of bring that up, and in my readings too, the child's always there, and I never say whether it exists or like overseas. I've always gotten that impression it happened over there or whatever, but it just, this child always shows up.
But doesn't it feel like almost like he's that bad of a character that you're looking what?
Huh?
What?
What? Oh, did you see
Your
my eyes?
went just like big like this, and I'm just like, what the fudge?
No. It wasn't you. It was a text message that I got. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Nothing.
Is everything okay?
Yes, everything was okay. Joyce was just giving me a tally of our class, and I was looking at it going, wow. Right, go ahead.
What's a class?
Through a text. The classes, Joyce and I are going to teach a tarot class.
Oh, okay.
A 6-week tarot class. And she was just giving me an update of everybody signing up and all that. And I'm so sorry. I'm a reactor. I went, wow. And
okay.
that's
cool,
what you caught.
Cool.
Nothing else.
Cool.
Thanks, Joyce, if you're listening. Okay, so I was listening. Go for it.
I don't recall now.
We were talking about the child and being overseas and Epstein. And
oh yeah, about whether or not Donald Trump was involved with underage.
Cohen. You have to read Cohen's book. You have to read Cohen's book. Spoiler
Does he
alert.
say that?
He says some stuff. Yeah. I haven't gotten all the way through it to get a confirmation, but he says some stuff that makes you go like this. Yeah. I would have put Trump under the bus for what he did if I was the mom right there. So, anyways, thank you for the chats, everybody. They really, really help. Thank you.
Okay.
What'd you
get? As far as Donald Trump's involved, there's something that's overseas. It's not necessarily something he did in America. I almost feel like there's probably a little something that happened overseas. It is something that he worries about. It is something that he is cognizant of. There's been payments made, and this is somebody that's younger because I got my judgment card. So we're looking at something that's in the past, maybe many, many years ago. Like, it's not like you're going to find out he's 70 and did it. It's going to be like he was in his 30s and did something. But I also got the strength card. So I almost feel as though Donald Trump is one of those people. He's a manifester, whether you like him or not. He has a natural ability to manifest. So he's always been able to kind of cover his tracks. And I feel as though, yes, there's a possibility, a strong possibility you're going to find out about something to deal with a younger incident. And I'll be honest, I would not be shocked if the pea showers from the golden showers that have been talked about in the dossier, if that is not indeed 100% true.
It is. You got to read Cohen's book.
I think he's got some kinky ways about him. Because, especially because he's so, he tries to act as though he's so, he's nuts. He thinks the world is there for him. It's all about his illusion, his delusion. So, yeah, I think there is a young person factor here.
I think you're right. I have heartbreak. I have the Three of Swords that showed up, and then I have the looking for assistance, meaning that young child looking for assistance, or that mother looking for assistance, and then the High Priestess, which is feelings and feelings and subconscious, like subconscious thinking, and then under the moon, the illusion, trying to hide it. I have the Five of Wands, petty conflict, like keeping it, and burnt out and restlessness. I think we may, if Trump ever runs out of payment and money, we may get the story.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But there's already you can Google it. There's already a court that happened with a 13-year-old who was pressing charges against 45 for indecency and all that.
I'm sure there'll be more.
So, all right. So let's do.
Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
No, I
thought we were gonna do Trump's karma, like do Trump's week or Trump's karma in the next couple of days and see what's going on there, and then we'll have the candle at the end. Yeah, let's do Trump's karma. Yeah, get Cohen's book on Audible. It's so good. So good. Trump's karma. Go for it.
And this is just specifically for this week, right? Because I've already looked into his week. I got the 10 of Cups, which is interesting, representation of Republicans. There you go. But this is almost like his character and the character of his family is now being put forth. And it's no longer just what people say. It's in black and white, which really makes a huge difference. I feel like Ivanka is going through a little something here. There's something going on with Ivanka.
Thank you, Suzanne.
She tends to come up. She's come up in this. So there's something to do with Ivanka. They're trying to come up with some way of trying to muddy the waters. They're looking for some kind of win. They're waiting on some kind of information to come in. It's almost like they have information that's not quite truthful. There's a skimming of truth in it, but they're trying to figure out a way to put out a story, probably about Biden, Harris, something to do with a bigwig in the Democratic Party, to try to muddy the waters. It's almost like they've got something, they've been holding on to something, waiting for this particular moment to come across. So I'm worried that the more he gets his back up against the wall, the more his reaction's going to be. It's almost like there's several options for his actions, and it all depends on how this week goes. How much traction can he get for people to go out and say, oh, well, he didn't mean this. He meant it this way. He did it this way. It's that kind of a deal. It's more of the same, really.
I got a lot of that too. I got the he was feeling pretty cloudy and achieving first stage, meaning that he was, something was in the works up for him. But the Five of Cups showed up one more time. Old grief, moving on, acceptance, and things like that. And then going forward was the Ace of Wands inverted, poor timing, meaning probably his rallies. And then we have the financial, literally in a row, it says Five of Pentacles, financial, material hardship. And then we have the King of Swords, which is professional hardship. And then we have the 10 of Cups, which is that happy family. But the end of that is the Three of Swords. So something serious it's like some family stuff is going to, or close to us, or intimate information. Something's going to, poor timing is going to come out. And heartbreak. So we get this all the time, but this one feels more like, because the Ace of Wands shows up. The Ace of Wands really is that I am here to fight, that wand. And so, and that goes forward, but it's inverted. So he can't fight it, is what it says. So,
yeah.
Let's see what's going to happen. It's going to be interesting.
I always think of the Eight of Wands as the Fred Flintstone, the Bam Bam card. And
Yeah.
so, it's coming in with a lot of action. And if it's the reverse, well, then you're almost getting the contrast or the
can't fight.
Yeah, like it's almost like you get inspired to change. You're no longer on that trajectory that you started with. So when it's reversed, it's like you've got to change the way you were doing things.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. So.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Sheila, for having me on your channel, as always.
Yes.
And our candle lit for each and every one of us, as always.
So go into a little bit more about your candle. Why do you do it?
I don't know. From day one, I started it, and then one video I didn't do it, and I had a bunch of people say, "Where's your candle?" And it just became my thing. It was just sort of, I don't know, it just happened. There was no rhyme or reason. It all just kind of, and of course, I'm that crazy cat lady. So yeah,
I'm the feral cat.
Well, my cat was a feral cat, but I very much believe in candle magic and not magic and that kind of thing. So I love doing a reading. I'll watch the candle as I ask the question. If it flickers up, then there's going to be something of importance. If it flickers to the left, well, then it's going to be something dealing with the past. If it flickers right, it's something that's going to deal with your future. If it goes out, I'm not reading for you. So, no, and I've had that happen where I've had started a reading for somebody and the candle went out. And to me, that means your life energy is not strong enough for me to read, so I won't read you. So
I get it. You're like, really, goes up. Sit. Sorry.
Yeah, candles are really huge to me, very important in the process. So, yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Good to know. Yeah. All right. Thanks everybody who showed up in the live. Thank you for the moderators that work so dang hard to keep us safe and keep all of the nasty comments and the trolls and the Trump supporters out of our way. But anyways, thank you, 99. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you, Sheila.
Stay there. Stay there. Don't go anywhere. Yeah. Okay. And once I'm shutting this off to go live, so stay right there. Okay. All right, guys.
Bye, guys.
Good evening.